Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Yeah. Slow it down, walk around. Yeah. Slide, walk around. Yeah. Everybody walk around. Yeah, you know the name of the game. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta pay me the same. We are down in the yard, see me up on the stage. I done did it before, I'm about to do it again. Whoa, I hit my two-step, then whoa. We counting blue strips like whoa. Girl, you got some on you. Whoa, how you? Let me see you walk. Yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Slow it down, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around.
Yeah. You know, all I ever had was a dream. Let's talk about it. Young rapper, big dream, little apartment. A hyena, eat a beat straight to the carcass. All I need is one mic, I'm on my nine. Bend down, stay down, out the garage with it. Turn nothing into something, made a collage with it. Audacious, pop up, I'm moving confident. True statement, 4 words, ain't nothing stopping this. Rhyme spitter, young critter, get your binoculars. Up and coming, this ain't pop, I'm not popular. Breath of fresh air, I spray like I'm Banaka. Sanitize, stay in the cut like I'm a doctor. Hammer time, can't you hear this verse popping, locking? Put his...
Everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Bucks looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Milwaukee. Now here's Barnes. Fox with it. Picked up by Portis. The shot's good. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Bucks passing it around. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Portis. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Fox. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Antetokounmpo, and he makes that one.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Fox. The rebound by the Bucks. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now, Wembanyama. After the missed 3 from Bobby Portis. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Portis throws it down.
And bigs like Portis can get up and make those dunks look sweet.
Now here's Barnes. From deep. Lillard with the rebound. To the inside. Portis. Good defense by Wembanyama.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Hassel misses. Prince outside. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Timeout. And Giannis throws it down.
Antetokounmpo with a great read there in the screen and roll. He knew exactly when to back off the pick.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Now here's Lillard, still without a basket. Pass to Connaughton, to the middle. Kuzma, that's good.
And a soft touch from Kyle.
Spurs trail by 4. Ball outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Lillard left side. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fires from the wing. The rebound by the Spurs. Pass to Johnson. Wembanyama left side. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
there's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Goes up off the inbound. It's good.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo.
God,
no good with the layup. San Antonio trailing here. Inside. Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. You know, Brent, De'Aaron Fox, how do you cover him?
Well, Kevin, the first thing I do is ask for help. I keep my other defenders aware that I'm not going to slow this guy down at any point. So try to get him to his offhand, which is his right hand, and then make sure that he's taking more shots and not being in transition, because that's where De'Aaron Fox is at his best.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Spurs making a switch here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Got a hand on it. And they're able to recover. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And that one's good from Connaughton. Spurs trail by 3. Paul outside. To the wing right side. Johnson outside. Here's the 3. Paul can't get it to go. To the left side wing. Here's Connaughton. No good from outside. Here's San Antonio now. Outside, Fox. Over in the corner, Paul. Clock at 6. Pass to Sohan. Off target from outside. Bucks leading by 3. Antetokounmpo inside. Using his size, Giannis.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Paul. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And so it's Milwaukee with it. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Antonio making a switch here. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Trent. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Paul looking around. Over Porter. Paul's shot is off.
Well, that mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
No good from Connaughton.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, no waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. He's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar in the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking to the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where you're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And, yes, it's good. Castle's got 6.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Trent gets the bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Castle. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Kuzma. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. You look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Fox, no good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Bucks. The lead is 2. To the paint. And Portis throws it down.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. De'Aaron Fox, Brent, is a very special player, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, it's true. De'Aaron Fox is a blur in the open court, but it's his leadership that really has come along at such an early stage. You think about the run that he went on with the Kings just a couple years ago. He's not settling with that. He wants more. He wants to play in the postseason, and he's capable of getting any team there.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. And here's Trent outside. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Giannis on the phone.
Yeah, not sure. I would think the first guy you want to box out would be Giannis.
Here's Fox. And it's good for 2. Fox has got 6.
A
nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. To the inside. Portis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Not easy to keep Bobby Portis away from the painted area where he carves out a lot of room and just works hard.
Bucks leading by 4. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Giannis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
Free throw good. Giannis. Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. He has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist, and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Wembanyama for 3. San Antonio again missing. Lillard, right side. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Wembanyama. They can't stop the run with that one. Lillard outside. Shakes him. Nice jump shot. Good. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee.
There is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the 3, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
Fox with it. 6 points for him. Kuzma pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Milwaukee making a switch here. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Kuzma sets a screen to the wing on the left. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Trent gets the bucket.
Well, Damian Lillard, he's got that score-first mindset, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
Outside for Wembanyama. Nobody near Barnes.
Man, I didn't tell you to go.
That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Lillard. Out to Kuzma. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Trent can't hit. Johnson outside. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Fox, no good. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Lillard. Portis trying to free himself. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Bobby Portis.
Oh, that's a great play by Johnson. Great patience, not just jacking up the shot. He's thinking out there.
He did.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
It's Trent on the wing. And a wide-open look for Portis. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And Portis got that shot off really quick.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Paul outside. And with the screen from deep three-point land, and it's Paul missing. Bucks leading by 14. Down low. Here's Lopez, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Fox inside the line. From the top of the key, he buries it.
So slick with the ball. Fox getting in there and busting out a few moves.
Screen by Giannis. There's the lob. Kumbo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Three-pointer, Fox. The rebound by the Bucks. Lillard surveying the D. Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, don't settle for all the jump shots if you got that size and that ability. Kuzma getting to the rim.
The offensive rebound. Vassell outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Barnes can't get it to go. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Kuzma. Misses the three. Spurs trailed by 18 and stolen by Lillard. The three ball. They get it back. Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Lillard. He takes it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Here's Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Paul outside. Over Lillard. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Paul outside. Fires top of the key. No good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.